Six Flags Qiddiya just blessed us with a first look at Falcon's flight testing. And the first thing that came to my mind after watching these amazing clips of the world's largest coaster is, could it be the best coaster ever? My name is Theme Park Brandon, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you in regards to, will we ever see this record get broken? I mean, any record on this coaster for that matter. And will Falcon's flight actually become the world's best coaster once it opens? Now, if you do not know much about this coaster, it's being built over at Six Flags Qiddiya, and this amazing looking new theme park is going to open up with 8 coasters. And really good rides for that matter as well, because you have the world's largest Vekoma tilt coaster. So think Siren's Curse at Cedar Point, but just imagine around 60 feet higher. This is going to be topping out at 200 feet tall, and it's just massive. Then you have a great gravity group wooden coaster to go along with the Intamin launch coaster, another one that features the world's tallest inversion. This park is really pulling out all the stops. Now, Falcon's flight, words cannot describe just how large this is when it comes to a roller coaster. To give you an idea, you're looking at 13,943 feet of track, which comes to 4,250 meters. Then you have the elevation, which is from the lowest point of the ride to the tallest point of the ride is 639 feet, 195 meters. That is just absurd, absolutely absurd. The drop is 519 feet at 158 meters as well. And this top speed, 155 miles an hour or 250 kilometers. I mean, again, this ride, for what they've done, I mean, we've known about Falcon's flight now for, 5 or 6 years, whatever it is. Most of us, including myself, were doubtful that it would actually get built. Some were even doubtful when they started building the ride that it'll never be finished. And now that it's finished, there's still people doubting it's going to open up. Well, hate to be the bearer of bad news, this ride's going to open up. And I really think that Six Flags Qiddiya is going to be very, very popular. Now, what I'm most intrigued about with this ride is the overall, just the scale of it is so grand. I mean, the way the track looks against the backdrop of the desert and the cliffs, and how this thing maneuvers through the twists and turns and up the actual cliff itself. But let's look at that drop off the rock quarry wall. That's going to be probably the biggest highlight for many, because you're literally facing your fears of like falling off the cliff, because it slows you down almost like a B&M dive coaster before you could plunge 90 degrees. Just imagine being in the back row of that train as you go down that drop and looking out and seeing everything in front of you, including the world's largest airtime hill. And that is where that airtime hill, I believe, is the 519 foot tall aspect of it. That the train flies over that. I did not anticipate it to go over it that fast. You're probably going to get some really decent or good airtime going over the airtime hill. Now, a lot of times on the roller coasters, you have an airtime hill and it just doesn't really do much airtime wise. But I think this will, for sure. Now, will another ride ever break these records? Sad to say, I don't think any park here in North America will be able to do this. And it's unfortunate. I wish that wasn't the case. I think seeing this ride run and the footage of it makes me think that, or it just re-solidifies my thought of, we really need Qiddiya City still, because that's like the only major ride. And we Top Thrill 2 now, yes, but the way Qiddiya City was dominating, like the world's tallest, fastest, etc., now that's not here. And we had Top Thrill 2 to pair with that as well. I don't know. Another park over, obviously, Saudi Arabia or Qiddiya, or not Qiddiya, but Dubai. I'm sorry, Dubai. There's rumors of the Ferrari World building a 1,000-foot tall coaster. Could it happen? I mean, again, everyone thought this couldn't happen, so I'm just out. I'm in disbelief. I think anything can happen at this point. When Millennium Force first opened up at Cedar Point, the slogan was, or one of the slogans was, "If you build it, they will come." And I fully appreciate that and value that, and I think that is the case when it comes to Falcon's flight. Now look, I know people don't agree with the politics over there and the beliefs. It's fine. I know a lot of people don't want to go because of that reason. That's fine. I know a ton of people that want to go that don't agree with the beliefs, but they still want to go ride this awesome roller coaster. Everyone needs to be a little bit more respectful, in my opinion, towards each other's opinions and feelings, and let us just enjoy the ride and let us market it. Us content creators don't need to be like commented negatively on our comments. "Oh, I cannot believe you're supporting this coaster, blah blah blah." I have a ton of gay friends who want to go ride this ride with me, so they're okay with it. I'm okay with it. I want to go ride the ride. I'll probably wait till my son's a little bit older to bring him before I go over there. And I want to make sure this ride's going to be up and running before I book. It's expensive to go all the way out there, to fly out there to go experience this amazing coaster. But again, will this be the world's best coaster? I think the experience alone will make Falcon's flight be the best coaster based on those reasons. And also, honestly too, like, think about it like this. The hype starts way before you even get on this ride, because you have to travel to it, like hardcore long flights, and fly to a part of the world where most people have never been before, just to ride this bucket list coaster. So already before they ride the ride, they're already way up here as far as this ride's the best. They're already thinking so many awesome things about this ride. I'm not saying that people are going to balloon their feelings on this ride and it's going to be the best because it's the best, but I would really, like, this is how I think about coasters a lot of times. If you could ride this ride and then like Steel Vengeance or Taiga over in Europe and all these other world-class top-tier coasters back to back to back without traveling, like you ride one in 1 hour, the next in the next hour, etc., would this really be the best one? I still think it has a good shot just due to the actual scale, again, the scale of the ride, the airtime, the drops, the speed. But I think that this ride will definitely be phenomenal for the park and Intamin. Good job, Intamin. And honestly, it's great for the theme park industry. Right now, the American parks are kind of stagnant. They're not doing that great, really. Europe parks are doing decent to my knowledge. And then we have, this area of the world just booming right now. So good job. I think it's going to be a great ride overall. I cannot wait to hear the reviews from people riding it first, and then we get to go on it, and then it'll be great. So what's your thoughts on Falcon's flight? Will you go ride it? Do you think it will become the world's best coaster? And do you think the record will ever get broken? You know what to do. This is Theme Park Brandon. Let me know in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to smile today. Think positive. Of course, keep riding coasters.